Live from Town Square Towers at the heart of the Jersey Shore. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Get up, get out, do something. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. This is going to be a rough hour. I'm feeling it already. It's March 1st. It's 6:08. It's 39 degrees, getting to 48. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310 News Talk Radio. Streaming live at WOBMAM.com and on the Radio Pup app. 732-505-1160 if you want to join the conversation. We are now joined in studio by the amazing, the talented, the verbose. I'm going to say verbose. I went there.
Oh, nice word.
My friend, Brian Hanlon.
Good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning, Brian.
Good to be here.
Oh, it's good to see you here.
Yeah.
Brian, so let me just tell you, first of all, if you're ever looking for someone that knows everyone in Ocean County, probably everyone in Ocean and Monmouth County, probably everyone in New Jersey, then you just need to hang out with Brian Hanlon. Because already this morning, I've had to pull him out of 3 different studios as he has made the rounds with folks that he knows who want to just pay their respects.
You work with nice people. What can I tell you?
You are a local rock star legend. So for those who don't know, right, and by the way, if you don't know who Brian Hanlon is and you're listening right now, the good news is we're on radio and I can't see the look of confusion in your eyes. I can't tell that you don't know who Brian Hanlon is, so you can just play dumb for the moment, and he's going to drop some knowledge on you about who he is. So, Brian, why don't you tell everybody, give him some background, some of the things that you've worked on in the recent past.
Well, it's been an interesting year already. I'm just back from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where we dedicated a 12-foot bronze statue of Bob Pettit. And Bob was one of the great big men in NBA history, and went to Baton Rouge High School, stayed in his hometown, went to school there, and then played for the Hawks his whole career, and is listed in the top 10 all-time NBA players. Amazing, amazing guy. Still alive. He's 83 at the dedication, and that was the most recent piece. I'm just starting a great project at Indiana University, the Hoosiers.
Right.
12 8-foot bronze statues celebrating the different, pillars of history in that rich basketball history, Bloomington, Indiana. So great project, too.
So you do you are the, I always get this wrong, you are the official sculptor of the NBA Hall of Fame.
That is not correct.
I know that.
There's no NBA Hall of Fame, but there is a Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame.
All right.
And it's named after James Naismith, who 125 years ago, this year, founded basketball. And he left Canada. He was a Canadian at age 30, and he was kind of a troubled guy at that time. Great. As a matter of fact, it is a great story to read about Naismith, who founded basketball. And he left at age 30 because he still hadn't found his way, and went to this school called Springfield College, which at the time was a faith-based school, and people were going there to sort of find enlightenment, find their path, find their new calling. And he did. By creating a game of basketball and helping others, he helped himself. And I think it caught on. Maybe it'll catch on. Basketball's...
Yeah, but, that's one of those things, though, that so you are the official sculptor of the...
Naismith Memorial.
Naismith Memorial.
Yeah. Basketball Hall of Fame.
Basketball Hall of Fame.
It covers the whole planet.
Right. But so when you say that, that's when people scratch their heads. So if you're not in the room and I say he's the official sculptor of the NBA Hall of Fame, people go, oh, the NBA. I know the NBA. I don't know the whole peach basket, Naismith thing. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the problem with that. More than NBA go in the Hall of Fame. As a matter of fact, our own New Jersey has one of 3 high school coaches in the Basketball Hall of Fame, which is Bob Hurley, whose winning percentage is almost 100%. It's ridiculous. So you can't ignore a guy like that.
Right, and his kids could play a little bit too, right?
Bobby had some game, man. One of the best point guards ever. And Danny's a great coach.
Yes.
Doing great.
So okay, but you don't just do basketball, right? You may have had some experience with football also.
I started at the Football Hall of Fame, and I wasn't treated as well as I'm being treated at the Basketball Hall of Fame.
No?
Let's put it that way.
Well, I like to tell people, the Denver Broncos had a fairly good season.
Yeah.
And I think I was wondering if you got a Super Bowl ring.
No ring yet, but I'm working on it. I did have a ticket to go to the game, but I had no interest in
So
taking that flight.
why were the Denver Broncos such big fans of yours? Did you do any work for them?
I have done over 40 sculptures for the Broncos so far, and including the 10-foot tall statue of Pat Bowlen, which is right in front of Mile High Stadium. It's great man, a great owner, the only team owner in all of American sports to complete the Hawaiian Ironman competition. I mean, this guy is ripped from head to toe. He's the real deal. He loved his players like a lot of the guys do, the owners. And he has Parkinson's. He has, bad health problems now. I don't think he's ever going to be in public again. It's sad because he's only in the 70s.
So a lot of your focus has been around sports.
Yeah,
right?
I love sports. I do. It's part of American history.
And so you have you had somewhat of a sports background here at the Jersey Shore, right?
I was a hack of a runner.
Yes. Hack of a runner.
Yes.
So why don't you? So when you say hack, what do you mean by that? Could you quantify that for us a little bit?
Ran in high school, Homedale High School, which is really a running school. You don't play football at Homedale.
Right. Class of 82, right?
Yeah, no, 79.
Oh, okay.
I'm older. Most people think I'm older.
I was actually trying to add a couple more years to that, but
great team I was on. Turned me on to running. My older brother really helped me with that, and took a lot of time off. Went to college when I was 25 and ran at Monmouth University. Also ran at Brookdale a long time ago. And then now, I run road races and still love it.
And you still run, right? Didn't you recently set some kind of record or something as part of a relay team or something like that?
I have been on some relay teams that won state titles here in New Jersey. Yeah, Masters, old guy races.
Right.
And you know who wins old guy races? The ones that aren't hurt.
Right. But I've unfortunately I've done at least one 5K with you.
That's right.
And I think you lapped me 4 times.
Well, I was supposed to be walking, and I started running. I know you were concerned. You almost grabbed my shorts. Hey, slow down.
Yeah, but that's only because actually I was grabbing you because I was hoping that you would help me stay standing, because we were already halfway through mile 1 and I was dying. So sports have been important to you. And that's kind of been heavily the road that you've traveled. But I know you've also done a number of other pieces around first responders, et cetera. I know you did something. For the state police, didn't you?
I have never worked for New Jersey State Police, although I think it'd be great if there was a piece right in the Homedale barracks.
Okay.
When you're going down, but I have done probably 50 fireman sculptures around the nation. My mom's brother was Jersey City Chief, and his father was Jersey City Chief, and his father was Jersey City Chief's driver. So there's a little history there, and he would always say to me, there's a lot of bad fireman statues out there. You should give that a try. And I did one. Matter of fact, my first one is right outside your office on the corner. So I really don't like that one anymore. I have to switch that one out. But they've really evolved. The first responder pieces are really excellent. Yeah, I like doing them.
Okay.
I think they make a difference.
So first responder pieces, we know that you have done you did the Welcome to Ocean County piece that is on Route 37.
Awesome. What a project.
Yeah. You've done another project for us in front of our buildings on Hooper Avenue.
Human endeavor.
Yes.
But a man's reach should exceed his grasp, or what's a heaven for?
Right. Now, how long ago was that?
How long ago was that? Right?
That was a long time ago, right?
That was maybe 90-ish,
so
94?
Around the early 90s.
Yes.
Right? So we're talking over 25 years ago now.
Right. And that client helped me change my career.
Right. So when we come back, I want to talk to you. I'd like you to talk to us about the piece or two that you're most proud of.
Yeah.
How you decided when you wanted to go into the arts, like when that epiphany kind of overcame you. Later on, we'll talk about what you're doing or what we're planning on doing in Toms River going forward. So much to talk about. Brian Hanlon, sculptor extraordinaire. Be right back.
The Sean Hannity Show, this afternoon at 3. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin returns next. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310.
Back on Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin, 622 this morning, March 1st, 39 degrees, getting to 48. We're at WOBM AM 1160 and 1310, News Talk Radio, streaming at WOBMAM.com and on the Radio Pup app, 732-505-1160 if you want to talk to Brian Hanlon. So, Brian, talk to me. What is the project? If I said to you, which project are you most proud of? Right? Which is like the one that you point at and you're like, this was like my defining piece. This is what I really want to, I want to be known for. What is that one that just you really feel so great about?
That's tough.
I know.
To answer.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to ask the tough questions, Brian.
Well, you have to understand the answer is loaded for me because I did do a statue of my wife at Monmouth. So
so we have to take that out of the equation.
The involved student.
Clearly,
it's really cool.
Clearly, when you do a sculpture of your wife, that will always be the greatest sculpture you've done. But let's take that off the table as being disqualified.
Once you bronze a girl, you have to marry her. I'm not sure. That's in the rule book. I'm not sure if you knew that.
I thought I did read that somewhere.
Yes, it's an ethical rule book.
And I've gone way out of my way never to bronze a girl, just to let you know. So.
It's a neat piece.
Yeah.
And then the Angel in Anguish it's hard to say that's, that's the most important piece, but that piece was so hard to make, and it has healed so many people in the brick community that's very difficult to compare that to, say, our experience with Welcome to Ocean County, which changed the landscape of 37.
Right.
So one is celebratory and one is solemn. Very tough to say either one of those is more important than the other. And then some of the basketball statues, like Shaq and Dominique Wilkins, you got to take a look at those pieces. Those are fun sculptures. So that's what is the most defining. I think I'm still figuring that out. I'm a work in progress.
Are you?
Yes.
All right. So if there was one piece that you could do, if there was one thing that you could sculpt, or one person, or one event, what's that one that you got that you were like, I wish I could do that? That would really be unbelievable.
Jeez, again, tough one. Love history. Love creating these historical markers. Nationally, worldwide.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah. Someday I'd like to be asked to sculpt the president. That would be great. As a sculptor,
right,
in the manner I do work, that would be something that would certainly be.
So Barack Obama calls you tomorrow.
Well, he wouldn't call me. That would be for the library probably or something, No, there was talk of me doing Mr. and Mrs. Carter. I think they went to Southwest, some school down Southwest Georgia, and I think the president wanted a sculpture of both of them there.
Really?
I don't think there is no sculpture of that couple anymore.
Of the Carters?
That's right. And then the Bushes wanted me to do Barbara Bush, which there's no sculpture of, reading to kids at A&M, Texas A&M.
Yeah,
that's where his library is.
So I'll be honest with you, Brian, I'm a little concerned of you doing a sculpture of Barbara Bush.
That's right.
Because if we go back to an earlier conversation, you said that if you bronze a woman, you have to marry her.
Yeah, it would be.
And Barbara Bush seems like a swell woman. And
all of a sudden, I'm compelled into therapy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know that you want to go ahead and bronze Barbara Bush. I'm just saying.
I would say that her story is one of the most unique in our lifetime.
Right.
Sure, and that'd be a good piece. Right. I would like to do that. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Okay, so we are, when we come back, because we're up against the break. Time flies here, doesn't it, Brian?
That's incredible.
It is amazing, right? So when we come back, we are going to talk about what's happening in downtown Toms River, what we have on the docket.
Right.
I also have my question that I always ask, which is if you had a magic wand and you had the ability to change one thing or impact one thing in the world, what would Brian Hanlon want to do?
Oh boy.
So I'm going to give you some time to think about that because we have some news. We're going to hear from your good friend Diane De Oliveira.
Excellent.
Right? And
champion runner.
A champion runner. And we'll be back with Wake Up with Jeremy Grun and Brian Hanlon after this.
The news is next. Live from the WOBM Newsroom, the Town Square, New Jersey News Network, and Fox News Radio. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
I have to go on the air now. Brian, I'm going to go on the air now. We're back. Welcome back.
Ahead.
Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. March 1st, 6:35. 39 degrees, getting to 48. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio. Streaming live at WOBMAM.com and on the Radio Pup app, 732-505-1160. Just to give you a little behind the scenes, I always talk about how one day we're going to have to we're going to have to simulcast this thing or do something where you could also see the behind the scenes, what happens during breaks. That would obviously have to be an R-rated type thing because that's not for children to listen to or view. Today, in one of the breaks, Brian and I were doing Jerky Boys. So if you don't know who the Jerky Boys are, look them up. And we were doing a couple of we did some phony phone calls and some things. So we apologize if you were on the receiving end of that. And we really don't need 12 pepperoni pizzas. Okay, moving right along. So, Brian, we were talking about downtown Toms River. We know you as a local boy, have a place in your heart for Ocean County. Certainly have a place in your heart for downtown Toms River. Yep. And so talk to us about what is on the docket for this upcoming summer.
Well, last summer you had a successful sculpture walk show with Stuart Johnson. And so we're going to follow it up with a same type of show, but I'll place my sculptures downtown. And I'm going to probably put about 20 of them, including Dr. Naismith. And also all the statues from Plaza 44, Jim Brown, Ernie Davis, Floyd Little, Jerry Coleman, the great Yankee who was broadcaster with the Padres for 40 years, and on and on and on. Great pieces. And we'll have, storyboards next to each one so you could read about who they are and why I made them. And then I'd like to have a soft opening and combine it with a musical night at the One Flight Up, it's called?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I was at one of the events recently. It was really an excellent experience. Brought you outside of Toms River, very culturally fit. Joe Michelini from a local band, very, very successful band, River City Extension. Young kid was playing, tremendous, tremendous artist. And I just thought I should do this and, present the idea of this art downtown and have this interaction with other artists. And I think we'll do that in early May.
So you're talking about the listening room that happened.
Correct.
So in case you don't know, the listening room is something that has happened a couple times now in downtown Toms River. I think the third one is scheduled for in like 2 or 3 weeks.
That's right.
On a Saturday night. And what it is a One Flight Up, which is in downtown Toms River. If you don't know, it's basically right above Mean Bean on the corner of Washington Street and Main Street. And One Flight Up is this really cool little space where they could do kind of parties, events, etc. But they set it up kind of as it's a pretty cool music club. Yeah. On selected Saturday nights, do some acoustic, music. It's bring your own food.
That's right.
It's very, very kind of cozy and homey. And it, this is kind of the vibe I think that we're all trying to create in downtown, and that same kind of vibe that we're trying to create by bringing sculptures and continuing to bring culture to what we hope to be a more vibrant downtown area.
That is right on the money, and I think that combining music with art is the formula for success.
Right.
So I have to come up with the right musicians. I have to contact Danny Clinch and Dominic and Mark Cunningham, who I think are all musicians too.
Yes, Dominic Carino, Mark Cunningham. They're the organizers of the Listening Room.
So
Danny Clinch, our famous rock photographer, who was recently featured on 60 Minutes.
Yeah, great talent, and also a good harmonica player. So, we could find some local guys and have a fun night.
Right.
It'd be interesting.
Cool. And, we are also, and I talked about this last night, we are also funding our next Engage Toms River event in downtown Toms River over that same time period, right around the July 4th time, where we're going to do an extended weekend art contest.
Excellent.
Where we're going to announce a topic, and then we're going to give out over $10,000 in prizes and cash for those that develop great photography, great written word, music, et cetera, et cetera. So again, just kind of continuing to build on the arts vibe in downtown Toms River, and you, Brian, are certainly a huge part of that.
Well, thanks. I think it's a responsibility as a local artist to do that, and that's the way I can give back, is to share the art. But more than that is share my experience, strength, and hope as an artist, so that if there's a young person in that room who's interested in following this difficult path, that they could be inspired to do so.
Right. So you bring up. So let's talk brass tacks for 1 second.
Sure.
Well, we have 2 minutes, but
okay. That went by fast.
And then we're gonna. But then will you stay for another segment after that?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Good. So first I want to say, where is your actual? Where do you do your physical work?
I'm on a chicken farm in Toms River. I sort of keep the location under the radar.
I'm not looking to come over, although, I know where it is. I'm just saying, but I'm not looking to have people driving by and looking at your stuff. But all of your work is done locally.
That's right.
Right. And then, then there's a quarry that's offsite that actually does the physical bronzing, et cetera. Well, that does the
foundry is where the metal is fabricated and poured, and the quarry is where the stone is, mined and then fabricated. There is 80,000 pounds of stone involved with Welcome to Ocean County. That's a lot of work over there. Yeah.
And where did all that stone come from? That stone is offsite, obviously.
That's right.
Because we don't have 80,000. All that stone isn't right here, right?
We have no granite in New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe up in High Point, but I don't think so. I think that's slate.
It's disappointing that we're a granite-less state, isn't it?
That is. It's true. It's
upsetting.
That's why we're the garden state.
Right. That's why we do gardening and we're not granite.
Tomatoes, not stone.
Granite. Okay. Good. So Brian, so there you go. So everything done locally. So keep that in mind. This is a true local product, Brian Hanlon. And when we come back, because we're going to hold him over for one more segment, Brian is going to tell us what he's going to do with that magic wand. I can't wait. Be right back.
Get more Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin at our website, WOBMAM.com. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310.
Welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. We are back with Brian Hanlon, Hanlon Sculpture Studio. I am currently on the website just tooling around on. And this is what I do in my free time. I just look at Brian's website at hanlonsculpture.com. If you don't really get the point of who this guy has met, bronzed, dealt with. I mean, we haven't even talked about all the mascots he's done, right? All of the it's an incredible resume, incredible portfolio of work. And again, coming right here at the Jersey Shore. I mean, I'm looking right now. Jerry Tarkanian.
That was a great.
I mean, with the towel, right?
They made me do that. That was not my idea. They wanted the towel in his mouth.
Former coach of the UNLV Running Rebels, right?
And the ghost chair next to him, where 3 alumni have gotten engaged. No kidding.
I mean, the Shaquille O'Neal. You got to see this thing. I mean, it's Shaquille hanging from a rim.
He has destroyed the backboard. The floor's exploded, and he's dunking the ball, and as he should be, with his knees up in the air.
Yeah, unbelievable stuff. So Brian, I've held you off long enough.
The wand.
You got the magic wand. What are you doing with it, Brian? And remember, this is a family show.
Wand. I got to tell you, I've been really blessed with my journey so far, and I don't think I would change a thing. Is that terrible? But I don't know what else I would do beside the things I have been doing. I just feel really lucky.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, you know what? That's amazing.
My health. My last year was
Brian
horrible.
Hanlon, mark it down. We are now.
Is this a first?
We've just entered our third month here, right? Because we started in January, and now we're into March. And it's taken till our third month before someone said, "Yeah, I don't need your magic wand," because everything's going pretty well.
Yeah, I'm blessed. I just don't feel like I'd want to change anything.
Well, so Brian and I'm just telling you guys, I'm going to be out for a couple days at the end of March into the early, first couple days of April.
March Madness.
I'm probably going to miss 2 days of work, Monday and a Tuesday. But Brian has graciously asked me to join him at the Final Four this year. My
17th year.
Yeah, his 17th year at the Final Four.
Yeah.
And, I waited until we were going to a truly great city. And so I was excited to go to Houston because, Houston. Seriously, what?
Hey, they just built that new soccer stadium downtown.
That's great.
It's a flagship. You would like that.
I would. I'm a big soccer fan. I would love to see the Houston Dynamo.
I wore that shirt for
you. Look at you. You wore a Bayern Munich shirt for us
with
today.
The stars. Look at the stars.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. But so we're going to Houston. We're going to see the Final Four. Brian, tell us here first, right? I'm going to pin you down on this. Who are your Final Four?
Well, after last night, I got to take Kansas.
Okay, Kansas. I'm writing it down.
Right.
Kansas, Jayhawks. Got it.
I got to go with a long shot, too. So I'm going to throw in a Providence or a Syracuse.
Which one?
Really bad.
Syracuse had a tough game the other day.
Last night.
They lost to North Carolina, right?
But they looked good.
They lost by 5 to North Carolina.
I got to take North Carolina. Forget those two. I'll take North Carolina.
UNC. Okay, UNC. Got it.
Maybe Nova.
Nova. Okay, I like that. I'm a big Nova fan.
And one other, I got to pick. That's a tough one.
See, now I'm a Michigan State fan because they got the best. To me, they got the best player in the country.
Valentine is possibly the best. The Oklahoma player is pretty darn good.
Oklahoma's a very good team, too.
He's a good player.
Although he's got some massive overbite going on there. I don't know about that look.
We like his three-point style.
Yeah, he can.
You know what? I'm going to throw in Indiana University.
Indiana, IU.
Yes.
Kansas, UNC, Nova, and Indiana. So there it is, Brian Hanlon. I'm not saying he's going chalk, but he went pretty high end there. Brian, thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
That went fast. Good hanging with you.
And you know what? I am proud. I'm proud to say that you're an Ocean County guy, that you're a Toms River guy. I'm even more proud to say that you're a friend for all the stuff you've done with us and all the stuff you're doing in the future. We are blessed to have you among us here. So, I'm going to say goodbye, but that just means I'll probably talk to you in like an hour, all right?
Right back at you.
All
Thanks,
right, Brian.
Jeremy.
Brian Hanlon will be back right after this.